Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about new scenario in SSIS. So how to load multiple Excel files into the database with the same sheet name. So for example, I have multiple Excel files. All Excel file contains same sheet. Okay, sheet name will be unique. In that case, how to load all these files into the database, we'll try to understand today's video. So please try to watch all my previous videos so that you'll get more understanding on different technologies like SQL Server Development, Performance Tuning, Power BI DAX, and integration services. Now we'll go to the files and we'll try to understand what kind of data it is. So now you can see that there are three Excel files. One is employee 1, 2, 3. So all Excel files contain a sheet name will be same only. If the sheet name is different, it will give an error. So if the sheet name is same, how to load, we'll try to understand. Before going to that, let me explain so what data it contains. Okay, double click it. Now you can see that employee underscore 1 sheet name, and there are 4 columns and 3 rows. Same thing, we'll try to check for employee underscore 2 sheet name is the same only, and here also 4 columns and 3 rows. So final one we'll try to check. So here also same thing, 4 columns 3 rows. So how to load all these we'll try to look into by creating the SSIS package. So for that I'm going to Visual Studio. So for time being, already I have designed the package, so I'll try to explain each and every step of what I've done here, so to execute all these things. So first of all, I have created a few variables because I need to understand where the files are located. So and also we need to create another variable like to iterate loops. Okay, because in my case I have more than one Excel file, so I need to loop all Excel files. So for that I have created a few variables. So one is a file path and a file name. So actually files are located in this directory, so that is the reason I have given the value for this variable. So here I'm using the for each loop container because I want to iterate multiple Excel files. So double click it. So collection. So here I've given the expression as a directory is called file path, and so the extension is xlx, and I'm taking the fully qualified name. Okay, so in the variable mapping I'm keeping the file fully qualified name into this variable. So after that I'm just using the scripters because I just want to understand whether files are really coming in a proper way or not. It's kind of so debugging purpose I'm just kept the scripters here. Just I'm using the file name variable. So if you want, let me check. So read only variable is the file name, so click and edit script. So it's still opening, so let it open. Still taking time, sometimes it will take. Okay, now you can see that just I have written one line of code, message box dot show dot dts dot variable. Just I want to display the file name in the message box, that's it, nothing more than that. So and finally I'm trying to load the Excel files data into destination. I mean, for that I have used the data flow task. Just click it. Now you can see that this is the Excel source and this is the OLEDB destination. Okay, so first we'll try to execute and we'll try to understand whether the files are loaded successfully or not. We'll try to see that. Save the package. So right click, execute package. Now you can see that this is the first file, employee underscore 1. So and this is the second file and third file. Okay, 3 files are successfully loaded into the table. So we'll try to validate the data whether it has been loaded successfully or not. So first we'll try to understand what kind of table we have loaded. So test underscore multiple. Okay, no problem. So select start from test underscore multiple. just click on execute. Now you can see that there are 54 rows are there. So let me truncate the data. Again I will try to load it. Test underscore multiple. So we can give the table name anything. For demo purpose I have given this name. So now table is empty. So let me rerun the package and we'll try to understand whether the data has been loaded or not. We'll try to see that. So go to control flow and right click, execute package. Okay, file 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 files are loaded. Now we'll try to execute. Now you can see that there are 9 rows are loaded into this table. Okay, there are 9 rows. So we'll try to check with files whether the 9 rows are or more than that. We'll try to see that. So here first file 3 rows and second file also 3 rows, and the third file also 3 rows. It means that there are 9 rows are there. So all data has been loading into this table. Even if you run second time also, again data will be appending into this table, because we are not doing any kind of truncation and all. File 1, 2 and 3. Okay, all files are loaded successfully. So everything so far so good. For example, if I change that sheet name, whether this pack is supporting or it gives an error, we'll try to see that is also. So I'm going to the files. So let me change the sheet name. So give any name, something. So test, whatever it is. Save the file, close it. Again try to run the package. First we'll truncate the data before doing that. Truncate table test. Let me copy the table name. So execute it. Now no data. Okay, table is empty. So we'll try to execute the package and we'll try to understand whether it is success or failure. First one, second one, yeah, it's failed. Do you see, right? So the package has been failed because I have changed the sheet name is different compared to the other sheets. Okay, again I'll try to revert it and we'll try to see that, because in the Excel file too I have changed the sheet name. So test instead of employee underscore 1. So that is the reason it's giving an error. Again I'm changing back emp underscore 1. So try to save it, close the file, again try to return the package. So before, let me check data. Okay, truncate. So no rows, very good. So let me rerun the package. Right click, execute package. First one, second one, third one. Okay, 3 files has been loaded successfully. We'll try to validate the data. Okay, 9 rows, because each file contains 3 rows. 3 into 3, 9 rows. So everything worked so far, very good. So that's all for today's video. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions or queries, you can send me an email or drop your comments in the comment section so that I'll try to reply as soon as possible. So we'll try to explore more different scenarios in SSIS going forward. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.